Being popular beyond the first day of school boils down to three things: developing your interests, being nice and friendly to a wide variety of people, and taking a stand for your own issues and interests. Number one, develop what you're good at and excel in that category. It doesn't matter what your thing is. If it's choir, if it's debate, if it's mock UN, if it's the cello, if it's lacrosse, if it's student government, if it's balloon animals. If you do you and really develop the thing that you're good at, you're going to make a name for yourself within your school as the leader in that category. And that will automatically vault you into the popular circle because you're going to be essentially a celebrity. A celebrity is someone who is outstanding in their category, and that can be you. But this isn't going to happen if you follow the crowd and it's like, okay, well, all the popular girls are on cheer, so I should go out for cheer. Maybe you're not good at cheer. All the popular girls in my high school were athletes. Like, they played soccer and lacrosse and water polo. I am not an athlete. I know this about myself. And so I'm like, okay, what am I good at? I am a great public speaker. I'm charming to a wide variety of people. And I love to organize and plan things. Ta-da! Student government. I have never lost an election. And, like, I really excelled in that field. And so people were like, oh, look at Shallon. Like, she just wins everything. So I established myself as, like, a leader in that category. And it allowed me the opportunity to make friends with a lot of different people, including the popular crowd, which is how I assimilated into the popular crowd and became popular. So find what you're good at and really go for it. And the added benefit is you're going to be fulfilling, like, your authentic self. So becoming, like, prom queen or whatever it is, that arbitrary popular title won't necessarily be so important if you feel like you're fulfilled. By the way, there's a huge storm going on outside. Loving it. So number two, be friends with as many people as you can. Being popular is essentially like being in politics. You got to go out, shake hands, and kiss babies, as they say. Like, you need to really develop relationships with a wide variety of people in your high school. Not only does this make you popular in the short term in high school, this makes you popular in the long run. My best friends, who I still talk to today, not just my best friends from high school, my best friends, period, who I still talk to today, are friends that I made in high school who weren't necessarily part of my ultra-popular group that I was in, but we were still friends. Like, they were like my soul sisters. But they had their own clique, and then, like, I had my clique, but we would get together, and we had, like, our own pod of awesomeness that we still have today. And it was because all of us took the chance to make friends outside of our clique and develop relationships with people who we had common interests in. It didn't matter if they were uncool or very cool. We gravitated towards the people we genuinely liked and developed those relationships. And we weren't held back by, like, oh, she's Asian and I'm white, and, like, she's a year younger and I'm a year older, so that would be weird. Transcend those barriers and watch your life blossom. Number three, and perhaps most importantly, do not be afraid to take a stand. And by this, I don't mean, like, oh, picket for, like, transsexual rights or whatever. I just, like, I don't know. There are, like, so many issues going on in the world today. I can't even keep up. But, like, if there's something you're not into, don't be afraid to say it. The big myth is that in order to be popular, you have to, like, be a sheep who goes along with everything. That is not true. In fact, the opposite is true. People who are popular are leaders. Leaders take a stand. What's right is not always popular. What's popular is not always right. Perfect example. When I was in high school, everyone was going to the Dave Matthews Band concert. Oh, Dave Matthews. I hate Dave Matthews Band. I don't like going to concerts if I don't, absolutely adore the band. So I was like, oh, but, like, literally everyone was going, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I don't want to go. And one night I was just like, you guys, I hate it. I hate Dave Matthews. I can't tell if it's many songs or, like, just the same song that they keep playing for, like, an hour and a half. I'm sorry, I'm not going. And do you know who piped up and said, I agree with you? My crush. No one knew I liked him. I barely even knew. But he literally said, I'm so glad someone said that because I feel exactly the same way and I really didn't want to go, and thank you for having the guts to just be like, not doing it. So instead, he asked me out on a date for that night and we ended up dating. Like, because I was just like, no. So don't be afraid to be like, no, I'm not going camping. No, I don't want to go ice skating. No, I don't care to see that movie. I mean, don't be like contrary and like oppositional just for the sake of doing it. But if there's something that you just don't agree with, say it. People might not agree with you, but they will respect you. They might be like, oh, you're boring. Bleh. But they'll be like, she's got a set of balls on her. Good for her. And they will respect that. And people who they respect become leaders. This is how you do it. So, to recap, develop your interests, make as many different types of friends as you can, and take stands when you really feel like it. I'm going to recap all this on my blog, shallononline.com. See you soon.